Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Before we start, remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us keep creating better and better content for you. At the end, share your feedback or any insight you had while listening. Let's begin. Most people think discipline is waking up at 5 a.m., going to the gym every day, studying for hours, having a perfect routine. They imagine discipline as something people can see. But real discipline starts in a place nobody sees, inside your mind. The most important discipline is inner discipline. It's the discipline to say no to yourself when nobody will punish you. Do the right thing when you could easily escape. Respect your own decisions even when you don't feel like it anymore. Outer discipline impresses people. Inner discipline builds a life. Because your life is not created only in big public actions. It is created in small, invisible moments when it's just you and your choices. Part 2. Your real discipline appears when the excitement dies. At the beginning, discipline feels easy. You feel motivated, excited, full of energy, full of plans. You say, "This time I will change. This time it will be different." You create a new study plan for English, a new workout schedule, a new morning routine. For a few days you are on fire. Then something happens. You get tired, busy, stressed, bored. The initial high disappears. Now you meet the real exam. Do you stay when the feeling goes away? Inner discipline is not about how strongly you start. It's about how you behave after the first wave of motivation dies. Many people don't have a discipline problem. They have a motivation addiction. They only move when they feel like it. Inner discipline begins when you decide, "I will move even when I don't." Part 3. Inner discipline is saying no to your impulses. You have two versions of yourself. The one who makes plans. The one who breaks them. The one who makes plans says, "I will study English tonight. I will go to the gym tomorrow. I will sleep early." The one who breaks them says, "Just one more episode. Just 10 more minutes on my phone. Just today, I won't do it." Inner discipline is the power to say no to your own impulses. Not because you are a robot, not because you hate pleasure, but because you know. Most impulses are short-term. Most plans are long-term. And your long-term life is more important than your short-term feeling. When you say, "I don't want to study now, but I will study anyway," you are training your brain to understand. I am not controlled by every emotion I feel. This is inner freedom. Without inner discipline, you are a slave of your mood, your laziness, your anxiety, your comfort. With inner discipline, you can feel all of that and still choose your direction. Part 4. The war inside your mind. Excuses versus decisions. Inner discipline is a constant negotiation between two voices. Voice 1, the voice of excuses. It says, "I'm too tired. I had a hard day. Today doesn't matter. I'll start tomorrow. One day off won't change anything." This voice is soft, reasonable, and very convincing. Voice 2, the voice of decisions. It says, "I promised myself I would do this. Today matters, especially today. If I stop every time I'm tired, I will never finish anything." This voice is calm, simple, and sometimes uncomfortable. Inner discipline is choosing which voice you obey. The truth is, you always have a reason to stop. You always have a reason to skip. Excuses are easy to find. Decisions are easy to lose. So your job is, make your decisions in a clear state. when you are calm and honest. And then, when the excuse voice appears, remember, I already decided. This conversation is over. You are not rude with yourself. You are simply protecting the decision you made when you were more lucid than you are now. Part 5. Inner discipline with English. Nobody will force you. Let's talk about English. In school, there was always someone, a teacher, a test, a deadline, a grade, pushing you. Now, no one checks your homework. No one will punish you if you don't study. You can stop for months and nobody will complain. From the outside, you are free. From the inside, this is dangerous. Because the truth is, most adults never master English not because they can't, but because nobody is watching them. Inner discipline with English means you study even when there is no test. You practice speaking even when there is no teacher. You listen and read in English even when there is no homework. You keep going even when progress is slow and the only person who sees it is you. Fluency is not a gift. It's the result of thousands of small moments where you could escape, but you didn't. Part 6. Stop promising yourself a version of you that you never respect. One of the heaviest things for your mind is this. You say you will do something, and you don't. Again, and again, and again. You promise. I'll study English every night this week. I'll wake up earlier tomorrow. I'll stop wasting so much time on my phone. Then you do the opposite. On the surface, it looks like no big deal. But deep inside, something serious is happening. You are teaching yourself that your word is weak. You are learning. I can't trust my own promises. This kills your confidence, not in English, but in yourself. Inner discipline is not only, I study a lot. It is, when I say I will do something, I treat my own word with respect. To rebuild this, you need to promise less, deliver more, make smaller, more realistic commitments, and actually, keep them. When you say, I will study English for 10 minutes today, and you do, your brain learns. My word means something. That is the foundation of all discipline. Part 7. Designing discipline you can actually sustain. Inner discipline is not torture. It's not about living a life with no pleasure, no rest, no joy. It's about creating a structure you can continue, not a prison you escape every week. To build sustainable discipline, you need 3 things. 1. Clarity. What exactly will you do? 2. Realism. Can you truly do this even on a bad day? 3. Consistency. Can you repeat it many times? For example, with English. A bad plan? I will study 2 hours every day. You will do it for 2 to 3 days, then disappear. A better plan? From Monday to Friday, I will do 20 minutes of focused English, listening, reading, or speaking practice. And you define the time of day, the place, the tools you will use. Inner discipline loves specifics. Vague intentions die quickly. Clear plans give you something to respect. Part 8. A simple inner discipline protocol for English and life. Let's turn this idea into a concrete practice. You can use this protocol for English, for your body, for your work, for any area. Step 1. Choose one area, not 5. 1. For example, English, health, a personal project. Right. In this season, I am building inner discipline in. Step 2. Define a minimum daily or weekly standard. Ask, what is the smallest honest action I can repeat even on a tired day? For English, maybe 15 minutes of active listening, or 10 minutes of speaking practice, or reading 1 page and writing a short summary. Make it so small that it feels almost too easy. Step 3. Decide your rule in a calm moment. This is important. Don't create your rule in the middle of guilt, in the middle of motivation. Create it when you are calm. Write it clearly, like a contract. Example: from Monday to Friday after dinner, I will do 15 minutes of English practice before touching my phone. Step 4. When the excuse voice comes, remember, the decision is already made. You don't negotiate again every night. You don't ask, do I feel like it today? You simply see, it's time. I already decided. Then you do the minimum you promised. Not more, not less. This repetition is how inner discipline becomes part of your identity. Part 9. Discipline is a form of self-respect, not self-punishment. Many people secretly see discipline as punishment, restriction, a life with no pleasure, a war against yourself. So of course, a part of you resists it. You think, if I become disciplined, I'll be less happy, I'll lose freedom, life will be heavy. But real inner discipline, the healthy kind, is the opposite. Inner discipline is a way of saying, I respect myself enough to not abandon my future for every small desire I have today. Think about someone you love. If you truly love them, you don't give them candy for breakfast every day. 0 rules. Unlimited screen time. Do whatever you want all the time. Why? Because you care about their health, their mind, their future. You say no to them sometimes, not because you hate them, but because you protect them. Inner discipline is that, but with yourself. When you say, no, I will not scroll for 1 more hour. No, I will not skip English again. No, I will not eat like this every night. You are not attacking your freedom. You are protecting your energy, your clarity, your long-term dreams. Without this, freedom becomes addiction, chaos, regret, a life where you do whatever you want and end up in a place you never wanted. So instead of asking, why am I so weak? Why don't I have discipline? Start asking, do I respect myself enough to give my future better conditions than I am giving right now? Discipline is not, I must suffer. Discipline is, I deserve more than a life controlled by my impulses. That shift changes everything. Part 10. Building an identity of discipline. Who you are, not just what you do. Most people approach discipline only as actions. I will study more. I will wake up earlier. I will exercise. They focus on behavior, but they never update their identity. Inside, they still think, I am lazy. I never finish anything. I have no discipline. So even when they act disciplined for a few days or weeks, their mind doesn't recognize that behavior as who I am. It feels fake, temporary, like a phase. Soon they return to what matches their old identity. To build inner discipline, you must also work on who you believe you are. Here is a simple way to start doing that. Step 1. Stop saying destructive identities. Every time you say, I'm lazy, I'm not disciplined, I'm messy, I never keep a habit. You are not just joking. You are programming yourself. From now on, when that phrase appears, change it to something like, I have acted lazy many times, but I am learning discipline now. Or, in the past, I was not consistent, but I am changing that, step by step. You are not lying. You are opening space for a different version of you. Step 2. Collect evidence of discipline, even if it's small. Your brain believes what it sees repeatedly. So, show it new evidence. Each time you study English when you didn't want to, wake up with the alarm instead of snoozing, say no to an impulse that would hurt your future, take 2 seconds and mentally say, "This is me being disciplined." Don't ignore it. Don't say, "It's nothing." These small wins are the bricks of a new identity. Step 3. Use identity statements. Start using phrases like, "I am someone who finishes what I start." "I am someone who studies English even on hard days." "I am someone who respects my own word." At first, it may feel uncomfortable. That's okay. You are not describing the past. You are declaring the direction. Discipline becomes stronger when your actions and your identity walk in the same direction. Inner discipline in English and in life is not just, "What am I doing today?" It's, "Who am I becoming through what I do today?" Every time you keep a promise to yourself, do the work without witnesses, choose long-term over short-term, you are telling your mind, "This is who we are now." You have reached the end of inner discipline here on English Rise. Today you discovered that inner discipline is not a perfect, strict routine, a life without pleasure, or a personality you are born with. Inner discipline is the daily decision to respect your future more than your passing impulses. The courage to act even when motivation is gone. The quiet habit of keeping small promises until your own word becomes strong again. The process of building an identity where you are no longer controlled by moods, excuses, or comfort. From now on, whenever you face a small choice, skip or study, scroll or sleep, silence or English practice, pause and ask, which option respects my future self more? Then, even if it's just for 10 minutes, choose the action that your future you will recognize and say, "In that moment, they stopped treating discipline as punishment and started using it as an act of self-respect."